Hey, what's happening, Roland? Well, today's not Friday. Today's Saturday, and I normally do my What's Happening, Roland on a Friday, but I had kind of a problem yesterday. And it is right now, it's the 26th of April. It's the last week of April. And I'm up in the Ozark area of Missouri. And that's my vacation for the whole year. And I'm hunting and fishing. Well, for turkeys, of course, it's a turkey season, and I'm also fishing the White River chain of lakes, and here at Lake of the Ozarks as well. I'm hunting with Ronnie Curry, my Ozark buddy that I've had for so many years. I'm also hunting and fishing with Dwayne Stevens, another great guy from Ava, Missouri. And now I'm in Camdenton, Missouri. I'm switching gears, and after a couple of days down at Ava, I'm now on Lake of the Ozarks with Randy Mosley, another really good friend of mine that we hunt and fish together. Okay, we had some really great fishing this week. Now I left Florida last Monday, so actually I've been on the road a lot, but I fished Friday and Saturday, and then of course Easter was Sunday. But Saturday was a really good day. We went out on Headwaters Lake and we caught 50 something bass, mainly on shiners, a couple on top water. I just want to show you a little bit what we did. And I had some people that were just exquisite. We had one bass that was almost 9 pounds. But what we did, and we caught a few fish on some other lures. One thing that we do at Headwaters, and I talked about so much in the hydrilla, is I take this Spro frog, and it's kind of a really neat deal. And I throw it over in the little holes. And now here we're in an open, clear lake, and it's not gonna work quite the same. But I'm throwing the frog out there, and I'm just gonna make it kind of just. I'm just kind of walking a little bit and kind of popping a little bit. I'm not probably going to catch a fish here in this deep water, clear water here in Missouri. I got 65-pound braid for the heavy cover and hydrilla in Florida. And sure enough, the frog in that heavy cover and that the hydrilla and around the reeds in that 4 and 5 foot water, we catch some really good fish. Now I have a power rod. This is 65-pound test braid, and it's a big heavy duty reel. And I also have this cushion button that I put in my side because I can really put the pressure on. Again, when I'm making that cast with the frog, it pops pretty good. It pops pretty good. But see, I have the rod ready to set the hook. Like in other words, when I pause a second and I lay into them, and now I don't have quite the body strength that I had when I was 30 or 40 years old because I'm an old man now. But I have a fair amount of strength. But with this lever of rod handle in my stomach, in my side, I can just really put the pressure on, and I'm strong with that. I mean, I can put the hooks in the fish, and we really catch them. We had the week before last time, I might have told you, we had just a sensational almost 30-pound day on frogs as well on Lake Okeechobee. So that was another whole day. Okay, let's go back here and just look for another kind of thing. Okay, at Headwaters, another thing that always works is this stick worm. And I got a new sponsor now. I have a new advertiser, and you've heard of Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike has now changed its name to Fish Lucky, and it's Fish Lucky is Toby Keith has passed away now, but he bought the company, and his daughter Crystal now runs the company or owns the company now, and then Jeff is the general manager. Anyway, they've changed the name to Fish Lucky, and I kind of put it on myself. We got some prototype worms now, and they're going to be called Salt Stick and Salt Strike. No salt. Well, it's going to be, we're fooling with it. It's going to be Salt Stick. I think it's going to be called Salt Stick. We're playing with names. We're playing with worms, playing with all sorts of different tackle. But the beautiful thing about Lucky Strike, which is now Fish Lucky, is that they do an exquisite job in making things. In other words, I got involved with Jimmy Houston spinnerbait, and that Red Man spinnerbait that Jimmy's had for all these years. They make it now. Fish Lucky makes it, and I just want to show you this spinnerbait. This is the most indestructible spinnerbait in the whole entire world. You can take this Red Man 3/8 of an ounce spinnerbait, You can catch giant redfish, 30 or 40-pound monster redfish on this thing. It won't tear up. I mean, they might tear the skirt off, and they might even bend the hook a little bit, but it's not going to break. This wire is indestructible. The swivel's really strong. It's probably not going to pull the blade off. A lot of times the big fish grab the one fish is on here, the other fish grabs the blade, and it just tears it all up. Unless they're spinnerbait. But this Red Man by Jimmy Houston is just strong, and it's the perfect size. In Florida, we use it. It casts like a bullet, like a mile, and it's just a fantastic lure, particularly in the wind. When the wind gets up and you kind of blows over that hydrilla that's out in the north part of the lake, the water's all about 2 or 3 feet deep over the hydrilla, then a couple feet more of hydrilla. Anyway, we just catch a world of fish, and sometimes an 8 or 10 pounder on that spinnerbait. So that's really, really good. And again, that's the Fish Lucky, which was Lucky Strike. That's their big deal. Okay, so this worm, I want to just tell you what it's going to call salt stick. I think it's going to be called salt stick. But anyway, the worm is just a great worm. Now, here in the Ozarks, I kind of changed my line. In Florida, you know, I use braid all the time. I use 50-pound braid. The last couple of days, I've been up here on Bull Shoals Lake, and now I'm on Lake of the Ozarks. It's clear water, and there's a lot of bushes in the water. Not right here. You don't see the bushes, but on Bull Shoals, it's up in the bushes. And so we're actually taking line. See if this. There's a fish right there. Oh, I just had one. And a bite it. He just bit it. He just bit it. Can't believe it. I just missed one. I just missed a bass. I was just going to show you what I was doing. We were on Bull Shoals the last couple of days with Ronnie. Once I got here, I got out of Florida. I finally got here, and we fished Wednesday. We fished Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Bull Shoals Lake. I just had a beautiful bass on. Daggone, I can't believe that. I just missed one. I'll try that again. I didn't think I was going to get a strike. I couldn't believe it. I threw it right out there. It's just beautiful, beautiful, big old bass. Now, Lake of the Ozarks, it has a lot of big 4, 5, and 6 pound fish in it. And again, let's see if he'll bite that thing. It was unbelievable that I had a bite. Oh, if it's one or not. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, folks, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Look at that. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. I got a beautiful bass. I just caught one. What a big deal. A beautiful largemouth. I'm not going to make another cast because I don't think that's going to work. Can you believe that? I came down here on the dock not thinking I was going to catch a single thing, and I make a cast with that new Lucky Strike, which is now Fish Lucky Worm, and it's going to be called the Salt Strike. So I don't know. We're going to have a name for it. It's one of the projects that I'm doing right now. Beautiful, beautiful bass. And that's a big keeper bass. Son, I'm going to throw that back. What a deal. I'm going to put this rod away and see what else is out here. Okay. Now, here's another thing that I was doing here on Bull Shoals Lake. I'm fishing with Ronnie Curry, my Ozark fishing buddy. And what we have is, here's what I caught so many fish on Bull Shoals starting Wednesday. I caught a 5-pounder. I caught a 4-pounder. I caught all kind of fish in the bushes because the lake has gone up 12 feet. And that's a topwater baby Zero Spook. It's a Super Spook Junior. I'm sorry. It's a Super Spook Junior. Let me just show you what I'm doing to work it. Again, I doubt if I'll catch one. I'm just going to make a cast to the shore. And I'm just throwing it out there. And watch how I work it. It just back and forth. See that? See, look, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's a beautiful walking bait. We walk it. Watch how it walks. See how it walks? So 6 inches right, 6 left, right, left. Walk, walk it, walk. Put your rod down and just see. I'm just barely reeling it. Just barely reeling it. That walking action, it takes a while to learn, but you need to learn a walking action. It works in Florida. It works all over Connecticut to California. You take a zero spook type of bait, and even that frog, you can walk the frog, and even that pop 80 by Spro, you can walk this pop 80. But again, when I'm throwing out there, I throw it out on the, let it sit a while, and then start walking it back, 6 inches each way. If you don't reel it very fast, then you can, oh, I got one. I got another one. Another one. I can't believe. Oh, did you see that? I just lost another fish. Huh, this thing's full of them. I couldn't believe it. Oh, I didn't expect to catch that thing, but that's what we were doing yesterday and the day before and the day before that on Bull Shoals Lake. I'm going to see if they'll hit that again. I don't know. This is a crazy, crazy deal. Walking it back and forth. Walking it back and forth. Walking it back and forth. Well, I can't believe that there's any fish in here. That was another 14 or 15 inch bass. Just blasted the topwater plug. Anyway, that's the kind of action we're doing. And it was amazing around the bushes at Bull Shoals these last couple of days. We were really catching them good like that. Catching them on that. Well, okay, I've had some strikes. This lake's got some fish in it. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't think I was going to catch anything. But anyway, the other things that we're doing now is at Okeechobee and also at Headwaters, we're taking a swimming jig. I doubt if it'll work here. I'm not thinking about that. But in all the heavy hydrilla and all the places like the joint grass at Okeechobee, this jig is designed to swim. And last Saturday, we even caught some fish on this. And again, a swimming jig is a little different than a regular jig because it has a trailer that kind of swims, and the things kind of wriggle. This isn't the kind of lure for this lake. I doubt if I'm going to catch one on it. But anyway, what we're doing, I got 50-pound braid, is I just reel it along slow and easy. And you can drop it to the bottom. In this case, I don't know what, I'm not even thinking about catching any fish here, but we're reeling it through the hydrilla, reeling it through the heavy joint grass, and they're reeling it through the bulrushes. And this is again with heavy tackle, and it's the kind of thing that you catch some really big fish on. I went out on Lake Okeechobee and I really found some big spawners on that swimming jig. It's not a regular jig. It's only a 3/8 of an ounce or it's a 5/16. I'm sorry, 5/16. It's a big hook, but it's shaped for the grass. In other words, a swim jig has a profile that comes through the grass good. It just bumps right through it. Anyway, that was a really, really big combination there. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Not many things left. One thing that I do like a lot, I'm a power fisherman, you know that. And a power fisherman, what I do with the power fishing is I take a rod like this one, and here's my flipping stick, okay. You know, I've won a lot of big tournaments on heavy cover and flipping. And even on a lake like here at Lake of the Ozarks, I'll find where a beaver cut a tree down. I'll find brush along the bank. I'll find some logs way up the river. I even found a dead beaver one time, and I caught a fish off a dead beaver. And if you believe that, but this is a type of crawworm that I like. It's just perfect. It's a beaver type of crawworm. It's actually made by Reactions Innovations, and that's a 1/2 ounce weight. Again, I pitch and flip it, and by pitching and flipping, I'll hold the lure like this, and I'll just pitch it out there to the hole in the grass, to the thick cover, to whatever it is. Now it's way deep here. This isn't the kind of place where I'd fish this. This is too deep a kind of deal. But see, again, as a power fisherman, I'm anchoring that rod butt into my side. I'll just show you just a little bit. I'm anchoring it right here, and so now I'm in the strike position. And that's the beautiful thing. When I throw it into that hydrilla patch, and I throw it into those reeds, the second it goes down, they're going to hit it. That's often when they hit it. They hit it as it goes down. So I'm watching my line. I'm ready to set the hook right now. It's not down. It's say in 5 feet of water, it would be down now. I'm ready to set the hook. So what you have to do is be real quick and fast about it. Well, anyway, folks, that's kind of what's happening in my world. Plenty of bass are biting right now. There's one other thing that's happening, and that is it's turkey season here in the Ozarks. And you know, you see me making these turkey calls all the time. Listen to this. I had 2 days ago. I had 3 big toms circle me. I didn't get a shot. They stayed out 50 yards out, and I didn't get a shot at them. They circled me for 1 hour, and they gobbled 100 times. I just didn't get a shot. But it was really fun working them, and that's what I like to do. Well, anyway, turkey hunting's a passion of mine. It's fun to do in the Ozarks. The redwoods are blooming. The dogwoods are blooming. The morel mushrooms are up and running. And so there's all these beautiful things happening. And the bass are biting. As you just saw here in this lake, a couple casts, like I had a couple bass. So it's just a great, great time. And it's my vacation time coming here to the Ozarks to fish with my long time friends like Ronnie Curry and again, Randy Mosley. I'll be turkey hunting and fishing with him tomorrow here at the Lake of the Ozarks. So anyway, folks, if you would, hey, hit that likes button. Bass Pro Shop people, they go crazy over it. And of course, my frog togs, I had to wear those this morning. All my good sponsors are here, and I represent them all the time. So I just hope I taught you a little bit about what we were doing this week and how we were catching our fish, because we had a good week fishing. We'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching.